we go from a price of -1 to dark cyan, that's 4, to dark green, that's 5, and then back to green, that's 1. Here it's telling us we've lost some strength. This is going to come down. And you see it does. So now as the market drops off, we basically approach the market in the same way and determine whether or not some strength is returning to the market. Here, at this price here, we've dropped into a negative. The dark magenta is a -3. Now we're going back to +1, back to +2. But then again, back to -1, back to -3. So we're going to move that forward. So the market continues to drop. There is some strength here, but on the last tick, it goes right back into the negative. Now what we want to see happen as the market comes back down to this price here at roughly 968, we want to get strong at or below that price. And you can see we're beginning to do so. Now as we dropped in, we've gone from +2 to 1 to 6 back to 2. And right in here, now it gets a little bit difficult for us to analyze. Here we're basically experiencing some group reversals in here. This would have been a possible place where we would execute a long trade with a tight stop. We may have some difficulty in handling that particular point in time. As we analyze this, each tick of the way, what we're really looking for is some evidence of increasing strength. Not equal strength, but increasing strength. So we want to drop down to 65.50 with increased strength. And we don't really see it. So on our next move down, right in here, we still don't see any increased strength. We're at 64.75. Nothing's really happened yet. Now we drop into 964, and we have some strength. The value of these bars is now a negative, or is a +2, where before, let me rephrase that, a +3, whereas before it was only a +2. There's some strength here. This market should begin to go up. And as we scroll forward here, that's exactly what we see happen. So taking a long trade back there would have made some sense. Now the market continues to go up a little bit, but as you see right in here, let's move it back, right in here, as the market came back down, we started losing strength again. So notice the comparison here. Here, we had cyan bars, then dark cyan. We come over to here, we're at cyan, and then yellow. Back to cyan, and yellow. And there's a little green in here. We're losing some strength. Now it's not a lot, but the market is dropping again. We even went to gray. As we drop back down into almost the same price as we were at before, which was right in here, right about the same strength level as we had in the past. So we're okay there. We may not get any stronger on this retracement. But moving it forward, we come back down, we basically test that same price, and now notice what happens. We momentarily drop from a value of positive 3 to negative 2, and then back to positive 3. Here's your bottom. That's a bottom. Now you go long. Notice at that same price, what was a negative 2 is now tested as a positive 2. That's the numeric equivalent of the colors. So while you could have gone long here, if it came back down we had strength here, now we're most certainly going to be going up. I'll just put a arrow right there, right in here. Okay, right in there. Either here, where it was magenta, or here, the market will go up. And there you see it. So this is very easy to read. Now of course there are times when we get into little areas of conflict, but this is really not that difficult to read. You just have to understand what the numeric value of the bars are, and you go through from there to understanding what action to take. Now, of course, we can add trade signals to this. Our system automatically executes automated trades off of this, but we're just trying to explain in this video the color bar system and what it means and how to read it. And by the way, in this video, we are going to make several videos here. We're going to crop and cut the video, and as we post it, there will be a second section, maybe a third, and so on as we go through the course of the day. So I think we've already maxed out on the amount of time that YouTube allows us, so this is probably the second video now. In any case, let's continue. So a little bit more on how to read the group reversal system. Now let's go back to where we were before. Let's go back to that high over here. Now, believe it or not, we would expect that the market will in fact return to this price for various reasons. But for the time being now, what we're going to need to do is run some comparisons as we go back up. Set it at our sort of a price target. We're down here, we've gone long in here. So we remember the various prices that we had hit previously, and as we go up right into this price level here, we're now at a dark green. That's a 5 on our scale, so there's some strength there. Compare it to where we were before.